What's the procedure for undercover cops who run into old friends slash family that don't know they are undercover? I remember about 2 years ago here in Germany, there was a cop fresh out of police school who went undercover to infiltrate a left-wing group of students at a university. He built a whole new life for himself posing as a student and became good friends with members of the group. He was later called out by a girl in a club he met a few years earlier who asked him if he graduated police school. He disappeared not a day later. Edit. Here's the story, although only in German. Sorry link. Not quite sure if this counts as undercover, but here goes. A friend of mine was doing some rolling surveillance, following a gang member through a dodgy area at 4 in the morning. Because the area was a problem area with lots of crime, the local police were keeping an eye on it. Anyway, my friend gets pulled over for no particular reason, driving while black, and doesn't want to flash his badge in case the suspect notices. The police officer who pulls him over asks him for his license, then asks whether the car is his. He looks the other cop straight in the eyes and goes no. Also, there are no registration papers in the car. So the officer gets all nervous, calls in some backup, and goes back to check the plates in my friend's license. When the info comes back, after several other cruisers have now showed up, he makes his way rather sheepishly back to my friend and asks in a rather embarrassed voice, "Are you working?" To which my friend replies, "Nope, I think I'm done for the night now." Not a perfect example, but my partner and I were at an IHOP outside of town, talking with a local dealer that had been helping us. Him talking low on the totem pole, a guy who had been selling to military members to make some extra cash. Anyways, earlier that evening, I had told the wife I had to work late and would be eating out. She loved IHOP, but told me she was going to go get some pancakes at the local Denny's. Great, I thought, and scheduled our meet for an IHOP that was further away and outside of town. So there we are, eating pancakes, talking to this guy who makes bad life decisions. In walks my wife, gets herself a table a few seats over. An important note here, as an agent, I did not want the bad guys to know I had family. Don't give the bad guys information they can use on you, or things in your life that they can target. I subtly head nod towards my partner, he does the quick sneak and peek, and his eyes get all big and round. This wasn't a huge issue, but it was unwanted complexity and could become a bad situation. It takes a situation that we had decent control over and just craps all over it in a few brief moments. I digress. I make eye contact with the wife and give her the "I'm going to kill you in your sleep" look that all married couples know, and then promptly ignore her. Apparently, she got the message as she got her food to go and left. Afterwards, I obviously had a chance to talk with her. She decided she likes IHOP more, and although she had agreed to go to Denny's, thought what the hell, I can eat what I want, and drove over to IHOP. Upon seeing my partner and I, realized she had made a huge mistake, and got the hell out. Point of the story. Undercover cops probably explain to their family slash friends. If you run into me, you don't know me. I'll introduce myself, if I know you. If I don't introduce myself, ignore me. Another quick detail, when we need an undercover, we would request an agent from another area. I could request a 20-30 Hispanic, fluent in Spanish, for 2 weeks. We then set up everything we need, stories, identification, rooms if needed, and fly the guy in. Makes it highly unlikely the undercover will run into somebody he knows. But sometimes, you go to talk to your guys at an IHOP, and family comes strolling in. Often they don't go undercover in areas they live or have relatives. A good friend of the family was undercover years ago. My aunt and uncle happened to go on vacation to a city where he was working, and recognized him in public. He had changed his hair, grown a beard, etc. to look the part, but they still knew it was him. Before they could talk to him, he gave them a look that conveyed the message of, "You don't know me." Later they found out he was out there working a case. My brother has been a cop for about 25 years, and he used to work undercover. He let all of us know that, if we see him out, never to approach him just in case. I only ran into him once, while he was on the job, and he gave me a slight shake of his head, almost unnoticeable, and I knew to walk the other direction. Mostly, he puts his head down, and avoids being noticed, if he sees a familiar face. He's pretty good at becoming scenery as he calls it, when he needs to. Great, you made it to the end. Now smash that like button, and subscribe for even more videos like this one.